Who knows? For now, we are going to be jumping into is that KO matchup, so eyes towards that at the start.
Also trade off of the information tool straight away. Vanity way out mid already, actually. It's a little bit of aggression here on the side of C9. They want to take some mid control immediately.
But they built around it too. Two players kind of playing off of Cat. You've got that push up from the Jet as well. It's not like it's just one player here. This is actually kind of nice. I like this. But has it been read by Vision Strikers? Look how passive they've sat.
I was going to say, they're actually just sat back in top mid, anticipating this push almost. Vanity will tuck himself underneath, but again, just waiting for that utility to cycle through on cooldown in the minute. I imagine Vision Striker is going to make a decision on the back of that, but look at this. Nothing towards B site. All 10 players in the lobby right now towards A.
See that flash in hand. Could be the starting point to this. Vision, but the site is now being worked down by Buzz. But like coming in from that short pressure as well, so being held up a little bit here, unable to follow up of that initial player who did make it towards that site. So they're actually peeling back from this. Vanity can maybe get a beat on this super early, but he peels away from middle, maybe going to sit and catch that cross from that B main side if needed. And Vision Strikers are going to run out of time at this point.
They are, yeah. There's still an alarm bot to cross at A main, but they are drifting back this direction now again.
It's going to be heard.
Yeah, you can see Mitch is already looking this way now. He's got the audio, he's got this information nice and early.
Yeah.
Mitch is doing full challenge here, but 10 seconds left. They've got to get towards the side.
They're not crossing out of main. They're being shot down the entire way. Leaves there, and Mitch.
Strikers are kind of scrambling for a plan. There's no real audible, I guess a comfortable audible called there.
Oh, and they're still sticking around on that too. Nice work on the pickup. Against Classic, so a little bit of utility to supplement, but not too much to write home about here for Vision Strikers. So if you've watched us cast before, you know the score. It will be keeping as many players alive for Cloud9. Keep this nice and clean. Don't get overwhelmed. Speaking of, Vanity might have to lean a little heavier towards using that utility, buy him a bit of time, adjust the spot. Vision Strikers giving away a little bit of their intention now.
Back over here again, an extra body already this direction for Cloud9. I'll dash on to Jen, but just clearing everything up here.
Fair scoreboard here for Cloud9, but it should be more of a contested round. Let's see what Vision Strikers have, because so far the pacing has felt very favorable to Cloud9.
Yeah, actually, Leaf gonna throw a rifle in the mix here, will not? Gonna try and play off the back of Zeppa here and get something done inside B main. Looks like they're just gonna hold tight for the time being. Again, Vision Strikers though, look, they're backed all the way to top mid. No real progress either side of the map. Potential here for them to just wait out the drone. Again, some of these other bits of utility that are going to slow things down. Yeah, it's looking very cautious on the side of Vision Strikers. And again, things like this with a proactive pistol round from C9, again, it's going to keep Vision Strikers guessing almost of how they're going to approach some of these. And especially here in the bonus round, they know they're carrying SMGs across. Whether or not they're going to try and play a little scrappy, little ratty, and make the most of those weapons. Have a creep towards mid though.
I worry the later this gets in the round because they haven't found out too much yet, I feel, and they are actually folding towards that rifle. The only one that's on the board is with Leaf. He is playing in market, as you guys can see here. And the crossfire in the backlines will now be at least denied, so the swing comes out. And there's that rifle! Leaf makes it look good. Keeps himself safe and even able to back away from this. This is lovely stuff from Leaf. Support's on the way, but maybe he doesn't need it. The underhand flash will finally get around him, but now those Spectres are more...
But ultimately going to have to give up a lot of this.
Be careful here. Plays that well. Again, Leaf's having a really nice game so far. Good couple of confidence builders. This round is a Shiko. Does have the light armors behind it, so it's got a little bite to it. It's not going to be completely easy. Zeppa's got to be careful. Leaf's got his cross, and it's being held. These deeper sight crossfires are looking very comfortable so far. One body picked up. That instantly gets traded out. We're down to sign. Haven't gone overzealous. I'm glad they haven't taken this too lightly. They're not making mistakes at all. This has been very clean from them. Even these rounds not feeling so threatening yet. This could be the change-up. Let's have a little look what Vision Strikers have come up with here. Looks like a pacey piece. And no one's really on the side to receive, so this will probably be a retake if anything. Cross comes in. Buzz this time will keep his life. Clears under towards Hell, and Spike's going down. Let's see what this retake looks like. Mid-fight going to be coming through though, and Mitch actually wins that. That's a huge gateway now open. That could have been a big amount of territory maintained. And with that removed, the retake's got some legs to it now.
Indeed, both 0 points actually on cooldown right now as well. Stax does have his ultimate
Look at this
available.
utility
Buzz has got to be careful here.
Pressure on two fronts. They can't get away from it. Zeppa, they're going to punish Buzz for this, leaving Stax, King, and RB to try and do something about it. And Mitch just better right now, absolutely diffing them. As Leaf going to drop down, get Stax, leaves it all to RB. In a 1v4, and there's 4 players from Cloud9 still alive. They want to get it to halfway, which they're going to achieve. Hell, they might just sit. And we've been waiting to see who didn't quite make that big debut, but they may be a slower build. However, we come back in and let's see if it keeps this clean. 5-0 if you're just tuning in. It is still a group stage game, but it is the group of death.
Yeah, no contact just yet. Cloud9 playing pretty deep here. Mitch actually all the way back in spawn. Relief to find Stax. First port of call. That will force Vision Strikers to rotate back away. Actually, King's kind of slipped the net here, but again, this deep hold, they want to mitigate a lot of this risk. They don't want to give any of these weapons away. Give no upgrade.
Standing ahead, right here.
Problems here with the Odin actually from spawn, but no damage done just yet. Vision Strikers will be able to pass the site.
Yeah, spike on way. Should be going down pretty much unscathed. But again, we've seen a very clean retake not that long ago. Four still alive. Let's see if that's going to be a similar scene here, but only the Sheriffs to try and deny this. And Mitch with a freebie. You couldn't ask for anything worse if you're a Vision Strikers fan, but I'm sure the Cloud9 fans need a little bit of something, need a little bit of hope here in a North American team, but Buzz finally dials it in, and well, it's gone instantly. Good trades for King. Needs a bit more though, as it's RB now gonna have to deliver a 1v3, and this is gonna get dicey and brutal to try and achieve.
A lot from them. There's no real grasp of the setup or the tendencies here from C9 on the defense.
This is a tough game to watch, honestly, because I really thought Vision Strikers even individually might be stepping up, but here's Leaf, and there's that new element.
Oh, he did.
Oh, and it's looking volatile. Not going to get the tag he wanted, and far from the frag, but they are going to line up towards Cat. So on the other side, you're still going to have someone like Zeppa sat there, pretty deep now by tree. Oh, that looked bang on, if I'm honest, but Leaf not going to get it. Going to just fall away, have to respect that. Mid still being toyed with, so he can't retake that space.
And again, minimal utility burn off to at least figure out where the operator is. So now, obviously, it relies on Leaf to find a new angle. That's the value elsewhere. They're probably going to pop flash out. He's actually still going to try and swing it, but
this is nice, this 3-2 split. Oh, maybe not. Zeppa still finds 2. And there's Leaf on the case, catching him on the way through from main, but the 2 standing are Buzz and King. Both have ults if required if they want to try and do something with this. They'll switch out of the ult.
No way.
Oh, no. Hypok, what is going on? Like, Vision Strikers are getting backhanded right now. Cloud9, 3 players coming in. King, you better have something up your sleeve, and it better be a miracle, and it's not. Leaf's done him in. They didn't need to see the lean. Not only is their utility on point, but honestly, their positioning. Look at the state of this. Cloud9 are destroying Vision Strikers. I hope none of the Korean fans are up yet. I hope we had a check-in with Sean. I think Paperthin's going to need a little call soon. I hope he's still in bed. Honestly, because this is something else. This is the Cloud9. I think that a lot of people were waiting to see if they could find this form at this event, and we hadn't seen it. And I think that's a fair assessment that they were okay. They were fine. They looked okay, but maybe not those dark horses. Maybe not all those stars aligning. And again, correct rotations. Look at this. Yes, there was that initial stack towards B, peels that apart, leans towards that A site, and now they get a little bit of affirmation that this is the correct place to be in.
Probably Divide invested here.
Back towards middle.
It's a C9. No, it's not. Vision Strikers here.
Leaf, they can't get away from him. He's stuck to them like glue. Trying to now shut down maybe a little here. King trying to chase, but he's not alone. Zeppa's by his side. Leaf doesn't need the support. And finally, a frag goes in instantly untraded. Leaf forced away with the flash, but the spike. Stax just push CT with the spike. That's done.
Well,
30 seconds left.
Looking like an 8th on the board here. Marco, last man standing, a Spectre in hand. Again, damage doesn't really mean anything.
Hero. We have not seen a game like this at all come out so far, so Vision Strikers really need something. Even if it's just a couple of rounds, give them some buffer on the half, because at the moment, Leaf is inescapable. He seems to be everywhere.
And the problem being that, like I said, there's no positives to draw out of any of these rounds.
No.
See here again. They're actually off the Hunter's Fury now, so whether or not King does build something around this lockdown, he'll be spotted outside. But again, look at this. It's default here from Vision Strikers. Nothing achieved in the first 30 seconds or so of this round. They will swing away, pivot towards A site now. But again, the read is so good from C9. Look at it.
I don't think there's been a time they've hit a site, be it if they're postured for a retake.
They're always against 3.
Exactly, there is always 3 here. They've been winning that fight out in middle if they decide to try and rotate through there as well. There's been plenty of examples. Here we go, though. Vision Strikers, can you maybe convince me there's some life in you right now? That's a good start. Going to take down Vanity. Oh, Leaf. That's just going to chunk you down. There it is. A little bit of life shown now from Vision Strikers. This is what we wanted to see.
Again, on the back of the null command, negating a lot of that utility that has been pivotal to Cloud9's success. Looks like Stack's going to set Buzz up, but again, null command
good damage
on the other side, yeah, and the lockdown.
Let's see if they can withstand. Here comes the hit, trying to do a bit of damage on the way in. Not going to happen. Buzz now needs to be careful. He's got players to look across, and Cloud9 still get 2. Oh my word, Zeppa! It's down to a 2v2. How's it gotten this close? But now just Zeppa alive in a 1v2, and it's looking unlikely. Hard positions to clear in time, just not
still available. He's back on the operator again, causing major issues here for Vision Strikers. Again, those first few rounds where they did explore mid, we're not seeing the same kind of posture here. Buzz just trying to jump spot. Might actually swing with this drone.
He's feeling
here.
Himself.
He avoided it.
Wait,
he's completely avoided it.
Oh, Leaf, you're ingenious. Just blowing them away right now. He's going to just fall away from middle. No pressure, no secondary layer to this. He just gets complete freedom on the map at the moment.
And now Vision Strikers again.
Oh, the double
Mitz has
up.
got the operator as well. Spike will be noted.
And hey, you can't get past that utility this time. Do they check Vanity? Not well enough. Still going to find some more. Oh, the stack from Vanity is just... So this is nice from Cloud9. Thank you very much. That's highly appreciated. But at this point, back in we go for for Vision Strikers. We have whatever buy they can achieve here. The money's going to be brutal all the way through this now. And in we go. Buzz has been making it to the site a couple of times. This time denied. Read like a book. And the chapter closed on him. Zeppa just sprays on in, works out well, and now he can watch that main cross. Doesn't need it on his own because this utility usage, this work is incredible. It's suffocating. They can't make it.
Setup, and again, Vision Strikers, like I said, they haven't found a pressure point. They haven't found anything that they can exploit.
And they're just going to prop up that push through a main, give them a little bit more room to work with. That does get tested though. So Vanity still on that jump peek, see if he can spot anyone around that corner, but it's the play up cap that's coming in. It's Leaf to greet it. Does have a rifle if he wants to switch to it. Let's see if they try and press that corner. Because not alone he does have Zeppa by his side, so a nice little combination between the two could be a desired scenario. And Leaf not really dissuaded from this angle just yet.
One of their initiators is still in spawn. Stax has caught sight of somebody here, but
it's Mitch on the op. He can just back away to a slightly deeper position, play stairs, play boat if he feels it. And where are Vision Strikers right now? I don't understand how this is happening. Mitch still able to stay alive. Where is the pressure? Where's that next layer? What is going on right now? I'll be the last. Let's move on to the next. GG next. Let's go. Split would be, I think, the map after this one. So, hey, we've seen mad comebacks in the past, but I'm not even going to try and sell you that.
It's round 13, and we're talking about map 2.
Yes.
It's also Stack's playing good. I'm not sure if me and Doug are watching the same game, honestly.
Oh, that's a nice little start, though. A little dink. And look, do I have to explain unforced and forced errors for the 900th time?
Probably got time to. A few rounds to play with.
Oh, yeah. Right. Well, it starts now, Vision Strikers. You get to double digits, we'll start telling that comeback story. Until then, Buzz, first one there, looking a little sheepish in this. Does at least get one on the way down, but the push going to work its way through. Marco, lovely. That's what the doctor ordered for Marco. 2 back-to-back, but it's quiet behind us. There's no excitement to the boys. It's, you know, sounding a little dead in the background. However, Spike still to hand for Cloud9. See if they can maybe punish it on over-peeking.
30 seconds
waiting
left.
out that utility. And rightly so.
Yeah, I think they want another kill to feel a little better about this. Actually, Leaf getting revealed here. He's got to reposition. Turret will give it away as well. The flash out the top stack.
Oh my! Wait, no. This is possible. This is so possible. Leaf is still alive. 91 HP on the peak. Back in. Oh, King outdoes him. Leaf. There is very one-sided chatter behind us. We can hear the players when they get a little rowdy. Obviously, you can't work out exactly what they're saying. but there's definitely noise on one side, not the other. The force buy comes out. And why not? You've got rounds to play with. It's actually a really good idea from Cloud9. You might as well run this to the ground, because if you force them off into 1-2 rounds, you're basically over the finish line on map 1. And Buzz is going to do what he can to deny this. Keep things in check. Try and give a little bit of something back to Vision Strikers, as he's done as well as he can. Stax is on top, leaving Vanity now surrounded on pretty much all fronts, trying to dip his way through. Does have the spike, and actually, I mean, he could run him loops right now.
67 HP, able to slip away. See Stax.
He gets a pick here.
Yeah. Again, Stax actually tagged up. He's down to 65 HP, so...
God, Vanity's reading this game really nicely. Now, whether or not this works out...
Stax as well.
Go again. Still a little bit of a purchase. Nothing crazy coming out this time, but, you know, Stinger.
And again, you mentioned this, Vision Strikers can't really make the play in terms of safe play and ride through some of this weaponry, so they have to force back in what they lost in the previous. Leaf's going to open things up. Marco will fall. I don't know.
Okay, we'll leave that for the breakdown afterwards. Leave that for Dougal on the desk. However, Cloud9 get the first pick and they hit the brakes for a second. See if they can cause an over-rotation, see if they can catch someone anywhere else. But again, there isn't much beyond this Stinger, really. Yeah, there's Sheriffs, there's a Bucky.
There's a Bucky.
But it should be fine. But then the scoreline should also not be 11-3. So I'm finding it hard to be definite about this. But now Buzz waits patiently. They're not overstepping here. You can see the discipline starting to kick in for Vision Strikers.
So, yeah, again, just waiting for Vision Strikers to slip up, I think. Maybe give away an extra. You can see the pings coming through, so the intention's still here to end on 8.
They just split with a little bit of that cat presence.
Left.
I quite like that.
Again, actually, if Vanity can close the distance, that's when that Bucky becomes very concerning.
They did just start leading. Oh,
No
Stax,
way.
it's a fumble. It's a huge fumble from Stax. That could be a disaster. Buzz now feels so isolated on that site. Support's been locked off as well. RB can't get there. It's all to the player that was on the site in towards Hell. It's going to be Buzz. A miss from Leaf keeps this
Buzz.
in check. And maybe Buzz can keep him alive. Step up!
Across the board now. Buzz actually with the Blade Storm. Looking like he might get a little bit aggressive. He's right over the top. The flash is perfect as well. Zeta will fall.
Buzz straight off the rip here, just tries to dive in and be the difference maker. Gonna get one, sees information on the second. But look at the rest of Vision Strikers. They've also pushed up around this, so Cloud9 need to re-clear now.
There's a little set piece like that. We didn't see any of that on attack here. So Vision Strikers now kind of leaning a bit further back onto the playbook. Stax will find another. That's
Really
Leaf
nice.
on Cubby.
Much better.
A little life in them potentially here in these next few rounds.
Happy to see that. I want to see them bound back. I want a good game out of these two. That first half just felt so out of character. And as you said, that little set piece, just a little something. Gives them still a player advantage at this point. Down to Mitch, Vanity, and Zep-Up. Narby.
Revealing area.
Gonna reveal. Take note of at least, I feel, 2 there. Cloud9 still going to try and truck on forward. Marco does have the cross, and actually quite a nice little angle to play with on this one. Quite passive, yeah, really.
Teams. Again, Mitch on the lockdown. A couple available for Vision Strikers as well. A big question is, do we see Vision Strikers continue to kind of, I guess, pressure mid? Not necessarily fully explore. I mean, previously Stax actually was full swinging out onto Cat, but again, Buzz now, a little confidence booster in the previous with that set piece.
A necessary one, too.
Oh, yeah, big time, big time.
Start feeling yourself. Feel like you're going to win some of the fights that you're taking. It can make all the world a difference. But they have to keep this up. There can't be a slip. There can't be a round where someone like, I don't know, Leaf pops off or Zeppa pops off. It's got to be clean all the way through. Now, going to start hearing some of this purchase that Cloud9 have invested in towards Marshals, Sheriffs. That Stinger is still there for Leaf. Buzz playing pretty close on this. Careful to not get overwhelmed. Still good for 1. Beautiful connection on the second. And yeah, starting to believe in maybe something happening here. And I did say double digits. I'll give it till about 7. Hit 7 on the board. I'm ready for the comeback.
He's going to try and get something done once again. So we'll find the headshot, but Stax.
Right place, could be right time. Sticks this out, going to give away the game. Has to.
Was that 2 or 3 actually? I'm not
Seed.
sure if it gives away any more information or excess information, I think, outside of utility being noted as well. The flash will be, so that's 3 players now noted.
Yeah, but do they expect to push up? Buzz, careful now. Oh no, this is getting so scary. He does make it away, at least for now, with his life. Leaf trying to close that gap, and they wanted to burst on that, hunt him down if they could, but he actually managed to keep his life and play. So close. And Buzz still lingering around. Leaf gonna hold this angle, see if any reaggress comes in potentially. See the pings, they aren't far from the truth. Again, the double pump coming in, RB now.
That's going to give them a lot of information.
I don't know how many they heard off that, but they now know what's coming their way. Buzz still needs to come up good on this. He doesn't get what he needs. He can't fall away, and now he's trapped. He's got players pouring in. He's going to get one. Can he try and back out from this? Oh, he can! Buzz with a second. The third would be Dreamy. 1 HP. He gets detained. How is he alive? Mitch desperately spraying in, but King says no. And we've got a 3v3.
Planted.
Available here for Vision Strikers on the way back in. Again, the operator going to make things really difficult, but Buzz 1 HP in a dream. See what he can get done here.
Switch out to the rifle. But here we go. Playing coming from Cat. King going to lead the way. The spacing's good in.
Now C9, map point. Buzz actually looking to get a little curious once again. Fantasy's there in the spike actually over this side, so got to be careful. He only has a Spectre as well. Sorry, just caught Mitch there and Link as well.
Divide comes up. The lean is coming in. This is a big fake.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
but they found the
Buzz
spike.
has just got the spike. So that's going to kind of nullify anything that was coming out of this. This fake is a lot behind it too. A lot of utility, a lot of bodies put towards him. With the spike now down, it really achieves nothing. Cloud9, what do you do with this now? Wait for that drop, see what you can get.
Enemy
and that's
kill.
not going to be bad. Leaf going to get at least a gateway. Wait, Zephyr's found King? I thought they'd be absolutely handled here, but again, the spike is still a problem.
Mitch is sort of like, guys,
I need
a little help. I'm not entirely sure why Vision Strikers are still contesting towards A here.
Did they see the spike drop?
They must have. It was an operator kill, so he would have seen it. He would have had confirmation.
I feel like that's the case, but it doesn't look like they're responding much.
I mean, it's deep enough where it's not necessarily holdable
True.
here, but it was just interesting to see. I guess Stacks wanted to see what was behind the Cosmic Divide, but 20 seconds left now. Cloud9 committed towards B. Leaf finds Stacks. That's from Link towards short, so...
Buzz. This is it. 12 seconds you got to hold.
He gets pinged.
Yeah, he has to keep peeling away to a less favorable position. Doesn't quite get it. Shot goes between them. And now just down to RB. A 1v2 spike trying to go down, but you can see that cross is being watched. And he gets one. He spots the second.
Way.
RB.
Offers across the board as well. Lockdown, Hunter's Fury, Blade Storm available now for Vision Strikers. So again, it's not over just yet. And actually, Leaf going to find an opening here. RB down to 29 HP.
That's a big upgrade, but there's the denial. 2 now left. Zeta and Mitch. Mitch wants to push it, and he does. Gets one. The second not going to come through, leaving it to Zeta, who's just tucked towards B main. Already been considered, already been found. I've got to say, I'm actually really enjoying seeing KOs now coming into this level of play. I think if anyone's been watching the scrims or kind of reading into that, you know that KO is well in rotation now. But it's nice to see this level starting to really bring it out into play, and it actually is such a nice back and forth usage for both sides. As it stands though, this feels matter of fact, bit of a formality. Vision Strikers, well, that'd be nice if we can...
The next few rounds should lean the Vision Strikers' favours, right?
Absolutely.
Stacks very close to his ultimate once again. Hunter's Fury, Lockdown, Blade Storm as we already discussed. So C9, Mitch the closest. One slice missing for the Lockdown.
Let's see what you've got, Vision Strikers. Show me if this is the game you can turn around. That's not the start you'd have wanted if that's the case. Already going to have a player to the loss. RB, still trying to control middle. You can see there's plenty of attention put towards this early on, but they get away scot-free. Going to peel themselves up towards Cat after the back of that pick, but Buzz is trying to fill the void. Buzz going to get one, but he's looking a little panicked here, but he keeps his cool.
way.
He actually pops the ult as well. He's still in this. 2 slip towards the site, but he's got backup. He's got Marco there, catching Vanity. And now Mitch is all that remains in a 1v4.
We're looking back now. Investment-wise, it's looking scrappy from C9. This is Vision Strikers knocking on the door of double digits.
Enemy track.
That's been a little dangerous with that Stinger, but I feel like Vision Strikers are starting to get that pacing right, starting to feel out the game. Not really allowing many of these opportunities to present themselves anymore. Gonna try that mid control. Cloud9 have been doing relatively well at the initial. They got that first pick in that prior round. See what they can do this time.
You should run.
Actually invested here by Mitch. I mean, again, that's to clear out tree and market potentially. So, again, we'll leave Vision Strikers guessing a little bit. There's utility disabled here, but it's going to give C9 an opening, but they trade 1-for-1 initially.
Yeah, one slipped towards the site, so King's going to be called into action, playing by Dice. Going to at least get Zeta, but now looking across towards the next challenge. Deals well with Leaf. That's important. I was a bit... Mario, you are out of your tree. This, though, is a different look from Vision Strikers. They've come back in, they've looked meticulous, clean, calm, collected. Can Cloud9 disrupt that now?
I think actually you can make the comparison. C9 aren't playing bad on their attacking half either, so it's a real testament to Vision Strikers stepping up here. Buzz, we called upon him.
Catching one.
No fear swinging through that.
Still one to the good, even in this post plan that's going to be coming in pretty shortly. I'm looking towards that lurk up by Spawn, though. This could be huge if the timing was right. Well. Let's have a little look. Do they catch a glimpse? Vanity, everything comes down to this. It could be everything.
No way.
He sees one. Oh, no! Vanity, he needs this. There's so many more. He's called Zeta over. Stack still stands. It's a 3v3. That could have been a disaster in the making, but it's just about kept in check. Stax now looks behind. He knows there's one at least peeled away from the others.
The problem is, though, look at it. Vanity has to retreat here. They know they have the numbers advantage on site.
Yeah, but can they explore this quickly enough? Leaf's there, Zep's there, back of the site, and away we go. Lockdown comes in, leaving no stone unturned. Leaf now back to the wall, rifle to hand. He fights one, he's desperate for some more. Zeppa now, oh, Zeppa comes out of nowhere, and somehow the 1v1. How is it down to this? How is it down?